Everyone, it's Lauren here. I just thought I'd do a bit of a video on how to do an audition well. In this case, it's talking about the Xfactor journey, just on some of the research that I've done so far. I didn't find a lot, and most of it was overseas, so I just thought I'd do something that makes a little bit of sense to everyone, and something that's really helped me in the process as well. Something that they don't say straight away is that you don't go straight to the cameras. That's a misconception that people often have, is that you go straight into you go straight to the judges, you're straight to TV, all that kind of stuff. There's actually a few processes before that. You're going to be singing to a vocal coach. You're going to be asked to sing separately. You get separated into groups, things like that. And the big process about it is that you probably won't get asked to just sing 4 songs. You may get asked to sing up to 10. So something to be really aware of is the fact that you need to have 10 songs ready and rearing to go before you even go for the audition. So that's really important. So some things to think about before you go for the audition, or even on the day, is something that I kind of came up with is practice, prepare, and play. So obviously the first thing is to practice. Do your vocal warm-ups, do your scales, some things that to really expand your range. Things that you can do with a siren. That actually builds your range. That actually helps you to really establish your vocal, going from the bottom of your range to the top of your range. It's really important to help sort of build yourself up in that way. Basically, like, the more that you practice, the better you're going to get. So really building up to the audition, you should be looking at least a couple of months of preparing your songs, practicing them in the right key, with the right tempo, and make sure that you know your melody really, really well. The other thing to look at is if you've got any problem areas, to really start sort of working through them and start building into them. Using something called the amazing slow downer is something that I'm actually going to get. And what it does is it works on your pitch. You can actually slow it down. You can change pitches. You can change the key, so that when it comes to problem areas, you can actually slow them down. So it helps, enable that over time. Then you've got prepare, which is in essence what we're talking about here. It's making sure that you know exactly what songs you're going to do, what keys you're going to do them in. Making sure that when you're starting the song, you're not starting it too low or too high, because then you either can't build it from there, or you're starting too high, so by the time you get to the end of the song, there's nowhere to go to and it's too high, and then you'll have to stop. And so that a massive part in the process of that is actually is to be positive in the whole process. Using affirmations, speaking words of life over yourself. It's really important in this whole process to say, oh, I'm just one voice among so many. How are they ever going to choose me? It's actually important to remember, actually, I've got something to bring, and if they don't accept me, that's actually okay. Part of the process is affirming yourself and remembering that it's actually okay to not make it through, and use it as an experience. And the last one is to play. So really enjoy the process of going through these kind of auditions. Use every audition as an experience to really grow yourself. Take on board what people say. Have fun in the line. Take some games with you. Have a bit of a play with other musos. But an important thing to remember in the whole process is look after yourself too. As you can tell, my voice is thrashed tonight. I've done a bit of singing tonight, and it's really late at night, but just really got inspired by thinking about the audition process and the amount of stuff that I didn't know that I wish I'd known, and it kind of got me thinking, so I wanted to do this. But important thing is to look after your voice. Take enough water, make sure that you're wearing the right shoes and that you've got extra shoes with you, because whatever you're getting auditioned in is basically the clothes that you're going to be wearing on stage for the actual audition a month down the track. So that's really important to remember as well. you know, it's just about getting better. The more that you practice this kind of stuff, you know, you will get better over time. Don't feel negative or feel down or whatever if you're not getting it. Don't put any pressure on yourself, because what that does is causes constriction in your voice, and it's actually not going to help you anyway. So just relax, take it easy, have fun, you know, get in the line around other people, but don't misuse your voice in the process. Don't scream too loud when you're in the line. Yeah, it's great to have banners and get excited and, you know, woo! But make sure that you do it well. Make sure you're resting in between. You know, make sure you're getting there at the right time. Don't get there too early in the morning so that you're thrashing yourself before you even get to the audition, and so you feel like you've messed everything up. And after it all, if you don't get in and you get a no, it's actually not a no in life. You know, I think that's a really important process to remember, is that, you know, in this whole journey, is it's okay. It's okay. You know, if you don't make it in, there's always next time. You know, how I saw this thing on Facebook once, and it was about, you know, if you're the best at your game, you know, you've still got some more growth. You've still got some more practice. If you're really good at what you do, you can still improve. And so at the end of it, even if you don't make it in, it's not what they're looking for. It's actually okay that you can still go back and do it again. You can still try again. You can still get up and get back on that horse and give it a go again. And it's actually all right to do that. You know, it's not failing. You know, if you don't make it in, it's not failing. It's just, okay, you know, if this is something you really want to pursue, put your heart and your soul and everything into it. You know, get some more gigs, get some more practice, get out there and put your voice on YouTube and get yourself on there on other social medias and you know, be confident in it all, because you honestly will grow through the process. So, yeah. I hope some things actually helped through that whole thing. It's just a bit of my research and what I've come across in the last couple of days. So I hope it's been good. All right. Have a good one. Bye.